the light that covers me. Black as a bit from pole to pole. I take whatever God may be for my unconquerable soul.
My name is Dina Walker, and I'm the President and CEO of Blue Educational Foundation. The purpose of the Blue Educational Foundation is to provide educational and human services programming to youth, families, and adults in order to build healthy, productive communities.
Kenneth Kevon Robinson, I'm 14 years old. I just want to see what college would be like what everything is going to look like, what it's going to feel like, what am I going to do.
My name is Christopher Love and my age is 25. My position with Blue Educational Foundation is Assistant Program Coordinator of the CTG program, which is the Changing the Game program.
That's all right. I got something for everybody. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, gentlemen. As soon as you guys are on the bus now, you guys are all mine.
I can't do no physical activities.
I talked to your mom ahead of time. You're okay.
We are here at University of California, San Diego for the College Exodus Project's Soul Brothers Servant Leadership Camp. We came here and decided to build on the work that we had done as an after-school program with the Boys of Color, and decided to this year to take on just a new twist to bring together boys who are going to be leaders on their campuses as well as in their community. We selected from the young people that we had already been working with, boys who we identified and who self-identified as well, who exhibited leadership skills and a desire to provide service.
Well, I chose to come to this conference because, my mother likes me experiencing colleges and she wants me to do better. And it's just going to help me my all around as a person. Just learning how to become a leader and learning how to interact with people.
My father's in jail for life in Louisiana.
I live with my grandparents, my uncle, and my aunt. We all live in the same household, and family is probably the main thing that motivates me in school and stuff. So
I have my mother and my father in the house, and I have one older sister who is 22 years old.
My father is currently in prison, sadly.
You guys are from San G, Arroyo, or whatever other high school you're from. You guys can forget all that. Don't worry about what high school you're from now. You guys will be in these groups, and these will be the groups you're in. I don't want to hear anything else about what San G don't have and the Arroyo Valley does have or anything like that. You guys will be in different groups. This is a Soul Brothers Leadership Camp, and that's what all you guys are part of. You're not a part of a school right now. You guys are part of this camp.
This program is 5 days, and I said it's a process that begins a process. It's a process of helping to shape some really good young men. This is not, these are really good kids, but they also need a oomph to get to that next level. This Soul Brothers is about instilling that notion that there is a leader in you, and that leadership can be and should be used to illuminate your community.
We're having discussions about what it means to actually be a man and what it means to care for other people, so-called, and have love and the definitions of things that make you a better person.
I want you to introduce yourself to me.
Many of our young people, just like many of our adults, don't understand the concept of serving, helping somebody else. It's a traditional African concept of being other-directed. And so we want to teach them the value in giving back and building themselves up to be a blessing to somebody else.
Say, I'm sorry, what'd you say? Man style. Kenneth Robinson, okay?
Andre Williams.
Audrey Williams.
Me. Sean Mitchell.
John Mitchell?
Sean Mitchell.
Rashawn Mitchell. Good to meet you. Hold on.
Tavita Cloggins. Nice to meet you, sir.
Let me go, Tavita. We're going to do this again. Now, say it again.
Tavita Cloggins.
Say the second part.
Tavita Calabi.
No, the second part you said before.
It's nice to meet you. Oh, nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you also, man. I appreciate that. That's what I like to hear.
Well, the Changing the Game initiative is under our College Exodus project. Changing the Game is targeted for African-American male, Latino male athletes to increase high school retention, high school graduation, and attendance to four-year colleges, and then graduate with a Bachelor's of Arts or Bachelor's of Science.
I think the main purpose of this camp is to get us ready for the next steps, especially since I'm a senior and my next step will be college.
Some of the topics that we created, because it's a process, and the first was to just get He won an academic scholarship to Rutgers University, where he was only the second black person to ever attend Rutgers University, and there was only one other black person there while he was at the university. Now, getting back to the issues when y'all asking questions about where you're going to be, the brother went to where he had an opportunity and did what he had to do. You know, he went and got his education. He became somebody because he didn't sit up there and say, well, there's only been 3 black people there, there's only been 2, I could be the only one. He said, I'm rolling. Okay? He won an academic scholarship. I'm showing him here in a football uniform, but he got there on his academics because he was the top student in all of the state of New Jersey. Not the top black student, but the top student.
We've been bringing out men from all over California, from as far as Arizona, to come speak to the kids.
Being a leader means you got to be able to be moved by other people's hurts, other people's pains, and everybody else not accomplishing their dreams, and sometimes at the risk of losing your own.
We're having discussions about what it means to actually be a man and what it means to care for other people, so-called, and have love and the definitions of things that make you a better person.
As a provider, you're not only providing economic support, but you're providing love. So a man should really love people, okay? Us as black men, we don't know how to love and tell each other we love each other.
A man is, right? If there is no way that his family can eat, he's going to make a way for them to eat.
I say because I have never had a father figure and I'm just fine.
What he's saying is like, he doesn't need a man to teach him because maybe he can go out and learn for himself and then create his own definition of what he thinks is a man in his mind and live by that.
Why am I going to reach out to someone that repeatedly doesn't want help? If you want to go to jail, if you want to go do what you want to do, go do it. I'm going to worry about my life. You're not hurting me at all. You gonna go to jail? I'm gonna go live my life.
Does that count for family members also?
Yeah, if you wanna go do that, go do it. I'm not stressing off of your life because I'm my own.
Have you ever seen a kid or someone that maybe, say you're older and you see a kid that just like you may have the same problem as you could be like, man, that's me right there. Or maybe have you ever seen a kid walking like a bad kid, like, man, what is he doing? Did his parents teach him? You could be that young African American older guy that can teach him and acknowledge him, like, man, that's not what you do, this is what you do. You can change.
Because if you're a true man, you put people before you.
Okay, so can you stand up and say, I love you, DJ? I love you, Tavita. I love you, Brian?
I love you, DJ.
I myself am a product of a single-parent household. I was blessed with the opportunity to have mentors come into my life, and I gravitated towards the lessons I could receive.
Hey, stand up straight, stand up straight, stand up straight, stand up straight. Man up. You made a mistake, man up. This is eyes up. This is your name. I made a mistake.
Looking at me? Keyshawn.
Hey, come here. You know what? Come here. Hey, come here, Mr. Mitchell.
Come here.
This is, look here. No, come here. To me, dog, this means nothing. You think it's standing? You know what? Get out of here. Get him going. You're going home. Going home. You're going home. None of that. Go home. Stay here. Either you stand here and take some coaching and be coachable, or you're going home. It's your choice. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Okay. Eyes up. Eyes up. You're gonna have one of these moments. I told you it's gonna be hard. And saying, man, get out of my face. You don't want to take it there, do you? So calm down and relax. You made a mistake. Take a deep breath and let's work through it, okay? Okay.
Now we're done. Now we're done.
So this should be everybody in the group, right?
All right, move the plank. I should hear it. Big breath in, big breath out. Overemphasize it. Chest out. Exhale all the way down a little bit further. Stick your butt out behind you.
You are a king. Africans didn't exist starting from 1619. We have a rich history of kings that come from the continent of Africa. You are part of that bloodline. You have a right to be a king. But let me ask you a question. Are you willing to deny all the trappings that society wants to give you? Are you willing to deny somebody giving you opportunity to get on stage and be a star for a little bit and rap for a little bit? Or get on stage and do something for a little bit so you get some instant gratification and miss your real true greatness and kingdomship? Are you willing to deny chasing after women and all that so that you can get the booty clap today and miss the kingdom tomorrow?
The counseling staff allowed the women to come in and do a workshop specifically about relationships, male-female relationships, but from a woman's perspective.
You have an opportunity to ask some young women some questions or whatever, how you can be better to be a better partner in a relationship, or if you want to seek a relationship eventually. I say stay away right now, but whatever you're gonna do, if you're gonna be in it, doing it safe and healthy, and we're cool. So, ladies, if you can just hold, gentlemen, if you would like to ask any questions or anything, please feel free. And I saw, yes, okay, asking, they must be a mature question, okay? So think about it before you say it. Okay, so stand up, focus, we've got to be able to hear you. And then let's
You know how females say that they like what's on the inside. Well, how would you know what's on the inside without the attraction on the outside? So if I'm walking past, I got a beautiful personality. You wouldn't know that if I was ugly. You wouldn't know that, right? Am I right though? Like without the attraction, you can't get to know the real me.
I mean, if you ugly, you gotta have confidence. You gotta have something. If you ugly, you gotta make up for what you lacking.
There's ways to work around being ugly. I mean, like you can dress yourself up, make yourself look nice, get your swag or whatever.
A bit about the academic side of being an athlete and how that plays well with scholarships and just what you have to do to maintain.
Yeah, I mean,
academically, listen up.
Classes are a lot harder than anything in high school that I experienced. And it's really frustrating sometimes because a lot of other students, all they have to do is study, and then you have the whole world of sports that you have to deal with as well. But it's so worth it, and it's only, it feels like forever when you're here, but it's only 4 years of your life, and I'm about to start my senior year, and I can't believe it's all going to be over in a year.
So think about that, as you guys thinking about if this is what you really want to do. Think about how you're going to get.
I think that a lot of our boys have been coddled because I think the women in their lives, and in some instances even the men, overcompensate by trying to give them the nurturing because they aren't able to give them the other things. They aren't able to effectively address the abandonment issues, and so they do other kind of things to kind of fill that gap. Those things don't necessarily help them grow and develop. As a matter of fact, I'd argue that it stifles their growth and development.
We had some problems with some of the young men as far as their attitude and their following the rules. We dealt with them in a certain way in the afternoon.
And while he's waiting to go to court, he get a dirty piss test. They may ship him out of state. His mama is sick behind it.
Whoa.
Can't buy new clothes because she got to pay legal bills. Recently had a heart attack because of stress level.
But he said he loved it.
And she's a nurse and she worked her ass off to make sure they had the best. Single mom doing the best she can. And this is what she's getting in return.
Man, I had a single parent mom.
What's your mom name?
For real?
I had a single parent mom.
For real?
I had a single parent mom.
Man, his dad is a beautiful person, man. His dad is on the one.
On the one?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good man, real good.
On the one.
Real good man.
Why didn't
his dad gonna be here.
Why didn't you stop him? We know you know better. Why did you stop him?
Why didn't you speak up? Where's your voice?
You think you're not right?
Leadership is not silent, gentlemen.
Thank you. Leadership is not silence. Silence is violence. Silence is violence.
You ever heard of Martin Luther King? You know what he said? He said he ain't worried about the people who say stuff. That's what you were. That's what you were last night. You part of this team. Where was you at? Were you asleep? Huh? So you saw him.
So you was watching this.
You know what's gonna happen, huh?
You co-signed on this bullshit. You kind of want to see what the fuck's gonna happen. You was always shit ain't me, huh?
All 20 of these from the Robinson. Kenneth ain't giving it to her. Y'all got to give it to her. Y'all got to make up and pick up what he wants. She needs this strip. Y'all give it to her. He not giving it to her.
You can rest in the upper position.
Rest up in the car, man. Just like that.
That's where you rest at.
Is that it?
That ain't nothing but shoulders.
Bring it up.
No, that ain't it. This is the rest position. Look over here. This is the rest position. Come up and get you a little bit and get back down. This is the rest position.
You tell him, Kashin. Tell him what that is.
This is rest. Not on your knees. This is rest right here. Now straighten it back out. Straighten it back out. Straighten it back out. Straighten it back out. Why are you on the knees? He ain't broken down. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not feeling it at all. Off your knees. Rest in the up position. Rest in the up position. Up. Hold it. Off your knees. Go. Off your knees. Off your knees. And down. Rest it up. Get your shuffle down. That's up like that. Get your rest in. Bring it back down.
Put your butt up.
I can't lean on you. All three. On your feet. One. On your feet. On your feet. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Yes, sir. Yes. Those weren't even for you. And that pain that you feel is definitely comparison.
Them tears are for the team. Them tears are for the team. Them tears are for the team because you could have walked off. You could have walked off and cried over there. You crying right here with your team. You all right? You all right? Because you could have walked off. You could have walked off. But you here, right? You here?
Yes, sir.
You could have walked off, right?
Yes, sir.
How come you didn't leave?
Because I'm doing it for the team,
That's right. That's right. That's right. How you feeling, brother? You sacrificing, man.
Would you treat your mother the same way that you treat your mother?
No, sir. She mad at you. Hey, why y'all letting tears drop from his face?
I got it.
I gotta take my shirt off. I gotta take my shirt off. He could have walked away. He could have left y'all. It's hard to cry, man. It's hard to cry in front of a whole bunch of people.
My coach name is Phil San Angelo. That situation, he particularly didn't like me coming because he's so focused on us working right now, but he's not gonna guarantee anybody going to college or anybody's education. So he sent me a text asking me where I was during practice time, and I told him that I was at college camp like I informed about earlier. And he told me to tell Mr. Love that he wasn't too happy about that.
Your black behind gonna be back at home in the projects looking for a job when you got a scholarship here and on your way to graduate. He didn't say play ball or nothing, graduate. And it just hit me. You know the old saying, when the coach started, don't talk to you no more, he's tired of it. I'm telling you now, these new coaches, some of them they kind of give way, but I'm telling you, some of these new coaches got old ways of coaching. They're gonna drop you, they're gonna send you home. You're gonna be right back there doing just what your friends was doing, nothing, on the corner, when you had the opportunity to do something.
Take care of what you had to do in the classroom before the field or the court.
I'm going to give you scholarship before class.
So, there's 4 of you, and there's 4 directions. North, what else? South, east, and west, right? So one group is gonna go north, one's gonna go south, one's gonna go east, one's gonna go west. And you guys are gonna find 3 things that you bring back that are of interest to the group. And I don't mean you bring them back physically, but your thoughts of that thing, you're gonna report back 3 cool, interesting, special, intriguing, you name it, things.
Revel right here. So we're on this side.
Over at UCSD, learning about, I guess, all the history of
pretty much San Diego in the school.
Last night we had a very, very impactful workshop where we discussed our issues with father-to-son relationships.
My mom's all the strength I need, so it's always been me and her. So if she's been able to raise me right in this long, so I really don't need the male figure right now.
I really don't feel anything. I haven't seen him since I was 7. I don't really remember the times that we were hanging out together.
You just gotta let it go. And I have a big brother, so I can just, you know, and then I'm around sports and a lot of guys and older people and father figures. I can manage without a father figure.
Night when we start talking about fatherhood and them having fathers and not having fathers especially, we have a great deal.
After a couple of days of talking and getting to know, then the layers peel back. Now they want to begin to disclose a little bit because they find that there's trust around.
Raise your hand if you have no father in law. Passed away, you know, your father passed away? There you go. You miss him? Why? Raise your hand.
I don't have nobody keep on food.
Well, I'm to myself because I feel sometimes I can't trust people because it's like in the past I couldn't trust people.
The thing is, we're telling these young men that there are people who love and care about you beyond the labels and the statistics that you see every day.
And as one began to disclose, then there was a chain reaction. It's almost as if God just opened their hearts and minds and said, it's okay. You no longer have to carry this burden by yourself.
Even the kids with fathers felt the other guy's pain and just, it was powerful. I can't even explain it. It was surreal.
Many tears, many hugs, many handshakes, many I love yous.
Life is about overcoming obstacles. Tonight, we're going to put these young men through a series of challenges. We want to see if they can come through the fire together.
You look straight. Don't worry about nothing that they're saying. They're not saying anything to you right now. Just look straight. It's all in mind. Don't respond. Don't look straight. Don't even look over there right now.
Follow me, team. Let's go.
You better not. You don't walk nowhere. Stop walking. Hey, come on. Sweet.
Watch that water, fellas. You get those feet hot. The ground is hot, so get the feet moving. On the second whistle, you go down. On the next whistle, you come up. You ain't doing it, man. You gotta
You a little Braxton?
Yes, sir.
You a little?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. What you doing, man? What you doing, Kenneth? Man, what you doing, Kenneth? Kenneth, you? Come on, man. Hey, you? Come on, man. Everybody else had to do push-ups for you. Kenneth, you gonna try to jump man? You gonna try to be a man? What you know about that? Look at Kenneth. Think about it, Adam. You are a group, you are a team. These are all your team members, Adam. If you can't carry it for a second, then somebody else is carrying it for you. You're still in the head, though. You hear me? Yes, sir. You are still the one in the lead. But your job is to figure out how to spread that burden amongst your people. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. You shouldn't have to carry it all by yourself, son. Knees up! Knees up! Good job. Now, my shirt is dirty, bruh. What's up with that? What's up with that? How's that feel to be a leader, man? Huh? How's that feel? You ain't gave that up yet. That's good. You ain't gave it up. You ain't gave it up, brother. You a leader? You a leader? You a leader? Tell me. You okay, sir?
I'm a leader.
Tell me.
I'm a leader.
All right. Everybody up? Line up. Look at it. Look at it. Come on, man. What is this, man? It's only a test. Look at this, man. I'm gonna get right on this right here, man. Look at it, man. Look at it, man. Whoa. He's showing it right here. Yeah. See, cause she got a lot going on inside. What's your team at, Tawar? Where they at, man? Close on, man. Everybody link up. You can't do this alone. I told you to get a little and listen.
Silence is our worst enemy right now, yo.
Silence is our worst enemy. Silence is violent. Hey!
You're not moved!
We are the man that can't be moved.
A lot of pain. How many of y'all ever felt unloved, unwanted, different, like you didn't belong?
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up. Now put your hands around the brother that's sitting next to you. And remember how y'all fought together. Remember how you learned together. This world is a battle. That water jug, that's your soul, that's your heart, that's your passion, that's your mind. Hold on to that. Don't let anybody take that. Don't let anybody take that from your brother.
What do you feel like you are right now?
Man.
Why? Why do you feel like you're a man? Say that again.
Persevered in the face of adversity, sir.
I want to hear everybody say that.
Persevered in the face of adversity, sir.
Say it again.
You persevered in the face of adversity, sir.
Hey, can y'all do me a favor and just give me the first paragraph?
Victor, 1, 2, 3.
I'm the light that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole. I think whatever God may be, for my conqueror soul.
You guys are now members, life members of Soul Brothers. Your job is to live the mantra, is to be the sun in your community. I'm asking you, Kenneth, to cross over into the Soul Brothers community. Come on over here. Woo! Welcome, my brother. Everybody give him a hand. Next up, who is that? That is Chaz. Come on, walk over, my brother. Soul Brother. Soul Brother. Next up, Ibrahim Nash Bay. Come on over, Soul Brother. What's up, my man? All right, who we got here? DJ. Come on in, man. Soul Brother. What's up? Welcome, my brother. Is that Isaiah? That is the Walker. Come on over, my brother. Soul Brother, welcome. Give it up. Give it up.
I think I'm here for you.
Come here, brother.
I stay here.
Bless him and keep his family. Raise up his brother, Father God. Raise up his little brother so we can follow what this was. God, Lord, let us touch her. Touch his mother, Father God. Now, very special, brother God. Bless his aunt, Father, Lord. Bless her so much, Father.
Good?
Lord knows what they
How you feel, brother?
said you make the enemy your first name. You said you make us the lenders and not the borrowers, not the tail, Father God. Just touch them. You said what 2 or 3 are gathered in your name. There's not 2 or 3, Father God. Manifest yourself, Father God. Mend the broken hearted, regulate the mind, Father God. Anoint him. Look on this.
He is our youngest one out of the whole pack, and he's really inspired me, honestly. And they were coming at him. They were coming at him hard, and it reminded me of so much of my childhood because I was him when I was 14 and 13, and I was him. And for me to change it around like that and see that, that's the best part of it. And I just want to show him that. And the question that the first discussion we first had was, why is it our responsibility to help the community and bring back change? And now I understand why it's our responsibility, because when you see kids like him, that reminds you of what you used to be, and that you know that you can make it out of that, and that it doesn't have to be that way, and that you can have a better life. It makes you want to change.
When we first came to this camp, we were a bunch of individuals. We were like separated. We all had our own opinions of things. We all made our own judgments. We all knew what we wanted to get out of this program, or at least we thought we did. I think I speak for everyone when I say we have all grown through this experience, and it was a life-changing one.
I have to say that this might have been the best summer camp, only because of the training that we got, whether it was waking up for us at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to PT, to work out in the cold.
You gotta learn that any man can call himself a father, but it takes a real father to take responsibility and take care of the kids.
Jaquan, he was quiet. He was quiet. Everybody, most of our people was quiet, and by the end of the day, at the end of the time that we're here, they all talking. They ready to be leaders. Everybody in my group is ready to be leaders. And I want everybody in this whole program to be ready to be leaders.
It takes more than just me. I need people around me, and everyone's been there for me, and I thank everyone in here for this. And I've had a few talks with Mr. Love, Dr. Walker. They've instilled some things that as a man I've heard about, but I need to do it in my life. Things that I need to get over, that I need to let go through the past because I can't control, but I have to better myself through the future.
All right, first of all, I want to say, I'm going to speak for my group too. We all felt that we were very blessed for this opportunity to come to this camp. I mean, I'm sure that all my brothers up here never knew that it was going to be like this. The knowledge and everything they was gaining from this, man, nobody's going to be able to mess with us in San Bernardino. And I can say that. I can say that.
Success is my destination every day. My future is calling me. I'm gonna find my way. No matter what they say, no matter, I know that I can do it. In my way, know how to get through it. Yeah, there is power in your hands. When you believe, then no matter what you can. There is no such word as trial. We believe. Raise your hands up to the sky and just receive it. I know that I can do it. You said my dreams are impossible. I'm gonna prove you wrong. said it would be easy, but I'm gonna carry on. My goal